Hello and welcome back to another Epic 7 video. You know, this 3-star dropped in a recent patch and I don't know what she does. I didn't read anything about her. So apparently she's a Virgo. So she's the same imprint as Veronica and Silk. Those are the closest two units we can think of at the moment. And those units have 4 attack percent awakenings and 1 speed awakening. And they are at 121 speed. Their 5-star variants usually sit at 123, 124 speed. So I assume this unit sits at 120 or 119 minimum. So let's look into her kit. So her S2, if every ally is of different element, she has a 65% chance to grant all allies attack buff at the start of the battle, and she grants 10 souls. Now, don't be discouraged by the 65%, because the souls are guaranteed. The attack buff is just optional, and I'm pretty sure you can Molagora this into 100%. If you can't get it to 100%, I'm sure at the very minimum you can get it to like 80%. Because her S3, there is nothing special about it. It's just an extra turn and grants all allies crit damage buff. I lied, her S3 is actually very special. So this is one of the few units in the game that has both attack buff and crit damage buff. The only unit in the game that has that thing is Flan S2, which, you know, it's just a rare thing to get both at the same time. So she can be a very strong enabler, especially if she's a speed imprint. Since she's the same awakening as Veronica, I am sincerely hoping this is a speed imprint unit, because again, attack buff, crit damage buff, she hits all the marks, plus 10 souls. If you use Flan Artifact, she can get up to 20 souls. Now, her S3 does give her a unique debuff, which actually chains into her S1. My bad, it's actually a buff, and I believe that's the same one as Riza Hawkeye, where you basically get a built-in portrait of the saviors. So what does her S1 do? Attacks the enemy with a pistol, decreasing combat readiness by 15%. When the caster is granted exploit weakness, she uses her special S1. So her special S1, the only difference is it decreases buff durations by 1 turn, silencing for 1 turn, and the combat readiness pushback is doubled. You can ignore ER soul burn this, which further enables the fact that you can, you know, S2 gives you attack buff, S3 gives you crit damage buff, you get 10 souls from S2, and then with Flan Artifact, you get 20 souls, so you can actually ignore ER, and maybe she can be used as a opener. Do I think she will be used as an opener against Strawn, Conquer Lilius, Zeo, things like that? No, I don't think that's the way, but if you're facing a somewhat medium speed enemy, there is a chance that this unit is actually very applicable, and maybe with Fumir, this unit can just further diversify the playstyle. The issue with Fumir and RTA is that you can always ban the Fumir, or vice versa. You can always just ban one of the RGB units, and then Fumir kinda needs an extra turn to do her thing. But with this unit, Leah plus Fumir combo can actually become a thing. I mean, it's not gonna be a pro play strategy, but it is something cool to look forward to. All in all, I'm very optimistic about this unit. I think this is a really good addition, because the more variety we have, the better. You know, just crit damage buff is a rare debuff. I mean, rare buff. So again, nothing more to say. I am very happy with this unit. Even if she isn't a speed imprint, she's still solid enough in my books. Now this is where my optimism kind of ends. RTA Battle Frenzy has always been bad, but don't get me wrong, I really do like the RTA Battle Frenzy because it doesn't encourage tank down. And it's really weird because we're getting Judge Kisei buff, we're getting Hua Young buff, we're getting Lua, Command Model Leica buff. So it's just like, okay, we have these cleave units getting buffed, and then the RTA Battle Frenzy is kind of saying, yeah, we're not gonna allow you to cleave for free. So back then, every 7 turns, something would change, but now, no, the first 20 something turns, you will feel nothing. No attack increases, no effectiveness increases, no max health decreases, no healing reduction, no barrier reduction. Now, if you know anything about me, units I hate in this game are LRK, Karina, Orowell, things like that, and those units scale with HP, they have a lot of barriers, so yeah, I guess those players are getting a bit more, let's just say, they're getting more fair, you know? I don't understand why barrier reduction falls very quickly in the normal RTA seasons. and they mainly did it for Hua Young back in the days, which is weird. They're buffing Hua Young, even though the barrier reduction was done for her. So hey, I guess they're just promoting standard playstyle. Units like Spectre Tenebrae, units like Landy, and things like that, as the battle drags on, they will become monster units. So tanks get a mini buff. Cleavers, you know, they might as well go cry at the corner. I mean, we have Judge Kisei now, but like, is Judge Kisei really gonna be the change? Nothing stops the enemy from picking Ambitious T and Edward Elric, Champion Z, into Judge Kisei. So I don't know. They did say that this is probably the next Battle Frenzy. They didn't say this is guaranteed to be the next Battle Frenzy, so I'm just hesitant. The fact that there are no changes in the first 20 turns, it really does feel like we're going back to the Golden Boys era, where you just tank down and you wait. I don't know about you, Chief. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you next time. Honestly, last closing thoughts. This is probably done for Bellion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.